Well, we got 3 minutes till the German news. Well, Euro news. German preliminary CPI. And then after that, looks like it's going to be, the Swiss is going to have news in 48 minutes. Bizarre news release times. What are you going to do, right? So I bought this Australian dollar down here. Kind of doing set and forget it trading. This is grid trading with timed entry. So all these orders expire a certain amount of time. Like this looks like a pretty severe sell up here on the Canadian dollar. But for instance, if I put this order in, this is going to be selling 25 pips north to 55 with an 88 stop. So that's what that looks like. Of course, that's going to evaporate. Now this one here is going to be like 4 hours. So that's 40 pips. Market's got to go 40 pips north in 4 hours. So I'm going to canvas this area. And it's pretty much, I guess I'm trading reversals. Here's the tick chart of the wild, wacky Australian dollar, which is plummeting into new lows. So I'm buying that. Same theory, given the market a time limit and a price limit. So we got to get there. Some of these are, if you wanted to trade a little bigger or a little bit more work, you could place these orders like here. You just have to find a really nice spot, which typically for me would be right about this round number, but I've already got a bunch of orders in there, so I'll go for the next one. So I'm just trading the bounce off of that. So you're looking for high probability entry windows. Here's one I could last, here's one, I risk 25 pips. No, I risk 50 pips to make 25 here. But as long as it's not the same price as the other entry. So I'm envisioning this typical situation you get here is a classic cave-in. You've been in a range this whole time. Now you're starting to probe into this window, which typically becomes an entry point. For me, these are all the entries here at the extreme edge turnarounds. I have no interest in risking too much, so I want to get into the edge right here on these wicks. I'm selling here and I'm buying here. So I started buying below this. So in momentum, momentum wise, this market has to keep collapsing at a rate like this, and I'll just pick up all these, and that's the 4-hour chart. So I'm looking to make money on these moves here. So for instance, back here, I bought this, started buying here, and I just kind of keep loading in, scaling into this whole thing. So I buy from here, I buy 150 pips deep. I make money on the retrace here, get the top, bottom. Here's the top, becomes a bottom. Classic, happens all the time, all day long. So here's a bottom, connect the dots, top, bottom. Not a perfect one, but you still got this bottom here. So you can kind of like, the market's kind of messy. So here's the place you definitely want to buy a lot. So for the projection people, it's going to be, I'm sure everybody's got this, so you have various scenarios. And this order bank's designed to pick up all this scoop out area, just like the area here that was scooped out, and then we came up here, so we got out, sell into that, get out here, kind of like no positions here, you're totally flat, and then you come back in, so you're flatten out here, cash out everything, and then I guess you got this, and then you start buying here. You buy. You got buy orders all the way to, but these expire. But these are some of these are expiring, so you're kind of like getting in. If you keep dropping them, so now you're long, and then you cash out here. You're out of everything, and you just sit on the sidelines. And now, once you get below the water table here, because these are floating markets, so I figure this is the water table. Like here's the equilibrium point. So you're gonna buy all this nonsense. You could keep cashing out here. You know, get out, but you're always, you know, you gotta yin and yang it. Then you gotta, so you buy, you're long, you're cashing out here. Because of this is the bottom, so you have to get out here. And then I guess you're expecting it to come down here, so you start putting in buy orders down here, because you really are figuring that this top is going to become bottom, but you never get filled on those. But since you are contrarian, at least I am, you sold here. You were selling in anticipation of coming back up to this big key, and then you scalped this, and then here you sold up into this one. You scalped that, and when you were up here, you could have had some. You could have also traded from the long side if you're in Europe, if you're not in the nanny state of the United States, and then you buy here. And you cash out here. Okay, but you could left some on the table, but definitely you want to be selling the top, right? You can't sell tops. I know. Do it all the time. Sell. Then you got to get out here, because this is the previous top, and this one, I guess if you had pending here, but you don't want to be buying too much during this point. That's why when these are expiring, these guys I wrote, so it looks like this right now, you have to be a buyer about 40 pips deep here, and these will expire in 4 hours from now, so you've got time to you can go to sleep. This is pretty much set it and forget it trading. So let's look for I'm looking for, these are pretty much grid. Here's my favorite one, 37 to 120 pips in 4 hours with a 30 pip stop, and it's a 8K, or it could be whatever. I don't actually know what's inside of this one. So basically, market, which has been known to do, as you can see by this, plunge to hell and retrace. Okay, it's just easy money. It's stupid. Don't need no RSI. Don't need nothing. So let me go right into my other things here I got running here. Same strategy, different broker. This one I got the candles on, but I know a lot of people want to see the candle because it's so romantic, but it's better line chart for grid trading, like all trading. You can see the top bottoms, and this is the round number. So I only have the round number, 100 pips. That's all that's highlighted here. And so for instance here, this order will last a half hour. I'm putting in right now on this Australian dollar. So the market's got to plunge another 30 pips in a half an hour, and this thing's going to buy into this whole thing. This is fast money because of this move here. So earlier, the British pound's caught in a quagmire here, so I got sells and buys on this. So when the market gets static like this, I trade it from both sides. This is daily pound, and look how it respects the. I love that. The market respects this and that. Look how it respects the 100 pips on daily close. Just look at that. It's magical. Look at the magic of round numbers. Look at that. Just say no to Fibonacci, people. Step away from the Fibonacci. Look at this. Huh. Of course, there's probably a really cool Fibonacci cycle here, like this to this, maybe. Of course, here now here's so this would be like 1, 5, 13 maybe. I don't know. Let's not forget the 200-day moving average that's totally untradeable. Okay, enough of being mean and rude to all the technical analysts. Of course, I always wonder if they're just analysts, but yeah, this is a nice grid trade here. I don't know if it's going to get there, but anyways, just perusing the this broker here went offline, which you gotta love because it really makes you think about your trading here. Got a big gap here. Broker goes offline for a couple hours for me. Because I asked him, what's up? Of course, they're in the Bahamas, so like here's their Sunday night. Which is kind of neat, though. These guys actually have the best candle patterns in the world because they updated 2 hours offset from New York, so you just get the most amazing patterns here. Like, look at this hammer. Look at this thing, man. It's ridiculous. This is 11 p.m., 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look at that hammer. British pound, set it and forget. Look at this inverted. Most amazing. Okay, well, let's see. Kind of just got in with the market here on a couple and just sit back and here 22 pips deep in 1 hour here. Putting in order. All right, well, let's just, I guess, come back to it.